UCA Confucius Institute was founded in the year 2007. It's a collaboration between University of Central Arkansas with East China Normal University in China. It is one of the around 80 Confucius Institutes in North America and close to 300 worldwide. But it is the only one in the state of Arkansas. Our goal is to promote the teaching and learning of Chinese language and culture in the state of Arkansas.
Several years ago, the Arkansas Department of Education was contacted by a local school district seeking help in obtaining teachers in the field of Mandarin Chinese. With that, we found out that a Confucius Institute was established at the University of Central Arkansas. When we made contact, or contact was made by us, to us, by UCA, UCA and faculty as well as individuals from the Arkansas Department of Education traveled to Beijing and met with the Hanban to establish a memorandum of understanding where they would help provide to Arkansas classrooms and school districts across the state teachers who were proficient in teaching Mandarin Chinese to the Western world. And we elected to interview those individuals. We interviewed about 14 or 15 young people, offered positions to several of them. 5 did come to Arkansas for the 08-09 school year and taught in 6 of Arkansas school districts. Since that time, we now have 11 young ladies who are in Arkansas schools, teaching at 8 school districts and 1 cooperative across the state, providing Mandarin Chinese to Arkansas high school, middle school, and elementary children.
The Chinese language is one of the top 2 most requested or needed languages in the United States right now, and this is posted by the federal government.
We knew that the society that we live in is certainly broadening out, and the world that we live in is getting smaller, and the impact of Chinese upon the Chinese people upon our world in general is growing, and obviously we need to be a part of that. We need to be able to help our kids to be a part of that and know and understand that culture so that we can better interact with them.
Because as you know, China economy is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. So for our students to have the opportunity to take the language and learn the culture from a Chinese teacher, especially the caliber of the Chinese teacher that we have, Jay Min, is phenomenal, and will help them to be successful when they complete high school.
It's been a very good addition for our school district to be able to say that we are now offering Mandarin Chinese to our kids to prepare them for that next step in society.
It's that little bit of culture that they put in there with the teaching of the language that brings the enthusiasm and the interest of the students. And then they include the parents also, and so the parents are drawn in by this experience that their students are going through, their children are going through.
My son Grayson Teague is taking Chinese here at Hot Springs High School, and I was very excited to learn that we were going to offer Chinese because it gave my son the opportunity to fulfill a lifelong dream. He's always wanted to learn Chinese since he was 5 years old. He would love to go visit China, and learning about the culture has opened his eyes to the differences and similarities between himself and another country.
I think what fascinates me more than anything else is finding a student who was barely interested in languages, and now, because of the Chinese program, that student, he or she, is not just interested in languages, but interested in another culture and trying to understand that other culture.
I would love to see it stay. I think it's caught on. I think the students really enjoy it, and I think there's a place for it along with our Spanish and French classes that we already offer.
I've always wanted to learn Chinese ever since I was a kid, and so when I got the opportunity to take it about 2 or 3 years ago, I immediately took it.
What I like about this program is it actually teaches you a language that's useful in the world, especially the business world, since China's becoming like the main business country.
How we learn it is it's a good way. We have technology and stuff to learn it, like we have a Promethean board, and when we write, we do calligraphy like they've been doing all day today.
It teaches us in a different way. It actually involves certain activities, not just like sitting down and just going through our books and everything.
If I were another administrator, I would find this program exciting because China is one of the largest countries in the world, and we are going to need to communicate with them, and they see that. And when we were over there and looking at those schools, they teach English starting in kindergarten. It's not an option. They learn their Chinese language and they also learn English. And I think for us to be a global economy in this day and time, that we need to give our students that opportunity, and having this program come in and teach our children another language that's going to be one of the most talked languages in the world, that I think that's very important.
We participated in the interview process with those teachers in Shanghai, and worked with ADE to choose the best teachers for Arkansas. And now, since all those teachers have the qualifications for concurrent enrollment, we're able to offer concurrent enrollment. The program consists of first and second semester college Chinese. Those students who've had Chinese in the past are getting credit for our second semester Chinese course, which is a 4-credit course. Students only pay $30 for those credits.
I would encourage all of my fellow superintendents to look very closely at a Mandarin Chinese program because it has such a relevance to the future of our world. As our world does get smaller, we've got to prepare our kids for the future. We've got to prepare them for a society that is going to have a greater impact upon us 10 years from now than it is even having right now. So the idea of preparing kids for that inevitability is something that all of us need to seriously consider.